Welcome back, guys, to Trails into Reverie, where last episode we started Rean's route Act 1 as the snow falls, as Class 7 found themselves invited to Ymir by Claire Revelt for an unknown reason. This allowed Rean to introduce his students to his parents before he set out on his lonesome to re-familiarize himself with the home he had been away from for a while, talking to Yuna and hitting the shops as the patrol continues. Lord Rean, you're home, eh? How are things at the school? Really busy as we prepare for the new school year, but super fulfilling. How are things going here, Leah? Same old, same old. Do you see how my wife is, right? Are you going to be sticking around for long? I'll handle all your ornament modification and weapon upgrades needs. Thanks a lot. Oh, before I forget, have you heard that the Arcus 2 got an update? Yeah, the Rhineford group got in touch with us. I hear the slots got a boost. Correct. You can strengthen them up to a third stage now, allowing for the insertion of even more powerful quartz. I actually got a sample from the RF group. It's yours if you want to see how it works. After strengthening the slot with this Sepith, you should be able to plug the quartz in. Tier ultra rare and all elements Sepith plus 150. Times 150. Thank you for everything. No need for thanks. I'm just happy to see you again. Since you're home and all, make sure to get some R&R. Of course. Very unlikely. If you're going to be here a while, you might need to modify your ordnance or upgrade your weapons. Arcus 2 got a version update as well, so be sure to fiddle with it while you're at it. If you ever need anything, just let me know. Okay then, so... I've already got U material, life is good, so I can upgrade everyone's weapons to the next stage. Doesn't cost me any mirror, which is incredibly helpful. Luciole, eh? Yeah, I don't have any Sepith mass to carry over, though, so we're working with a lesser bank than we were before. But we do have the Hero's Testament. Strength plus 50 auto CP up, plus 2 per turn. And Lionheart's Grand Cordon, which gives accuracy, prevents stat down, strength, and ATS plus 75. Yes, Rean, you can have all the stuff. These are your stuff. Prevent stat down is pretty good. We're just going to be going at it. But we're going to need some for the others at this point. We should modify one of your slots. Altina and Muse, most likely, considering. Oh, we can only do one person's slots. You're only giving us enough for one. That could be anything, so... And I need 300 thingamabob. Old Class 7 men's cover. Okay, there's nothing else I need to actually have for anyone then. I suddenly saw the cover and I went, oh wait, did I not buy covers in Crossbell? Suddenly the worry was there. You got Galleon 4 as your first one there, okay. Shield 1 ADF, tier ultra rare gives HP plus 2,400. So what I can do is I can just move the Galleon 4 onto there. And I'll put tier into you here. Give you HP plus 2,400, isn't a bad idea. Right, job done here maybe. Books obtained. Garden. What a great book. No clue what the subject matter is. Hey there, Luke. Thanks for running the cable car to bring us all up here. It's my pleasure. We're all glad to have you back home. It's been a long half a year without you, Rem. How long are you planning on staying this time? I'm actually not sure myself. Major Claire was the one who made all the arrangements for this trip. Oh, odd that she wouldn't tell you. Well, I'm sure she has her reasons. She did so much for us during the Civil War. I know you can trust her. In fact, I should go and greet her myself. Yeah, clearly time hasn't made you any less kind-hearted. As far as I'm concerned, my job is all about making sure everyone who comes to Ymir has fun. So I want you and the others to be able to kick back and relax while you're here. If there's anything you need from me, just let me know. I will. Thanks, Luke. I only just realized, and I feel bad for realizing. Where's my cat? I guess she's not really needed around anymore, considering the resolving of everything, but, boo! We need Emma even more now. The scenery here truly is spectacular. It sure is. I've lived here most of my life, and I'm still not tired of it. It's just a shame it doesn't last all year. Once the snow's gone, that is. That's it. Still, I'm sure it's just replaced by the equally unique beauty of another season. You're not wrong there. You're more than welcome to visit again in another season if you want to see. I'd like that very much. Did you once practice your swordsmanship here? Sort of. It was further up the mountain to be specific. Master Kafai and I spent about a month living out in the wilderness while he trained me intensively. Interesting. I've heard the Arcade school does a similar thing. Perhaps it's an Eastern manner of training that the Arcades later adopted. It's true that the Eastern martial arts emphasize becoming one with nature, but I think in my case it was just because Master Kafai believed it to be effective. Securing food to eat and a place to sleep every day was hard enough, but sometimes he would even set monsters on me. Thinking back, I had to do some crazy stuff to make it through in one piece. And you're a glutton for punishment. I shudder to think of what you must have gone through. Ouch, is that how you see me? Forgive me, I didn't mean for it to come across quite so rudely. Still, perhaps I should try training in the mountains myself. I apologize if I'm assuming wrongly here, but are you feeling frustrated with your progress? Oh no, I'm not. No, I suppose you're right. I'm happy to lend an ear if there's something you want to talk about. Alright then. This isn't a new concern of mine, but it's something I was reminded of when we were introducing ourselves to your parents. Yuna and Altina have grown significantly since I first met them. And not just them. The same could be said for Ash, Muse, and all the rest of the students at the academy. They've all matured significantly in the year since we all enrolled. But then there's me. I don't feel like I've grown all that much at all. He's right. I continue to train every day, and I do feel as though I'm improving. I'm just a little frustrated by the pace. I think you only feel that way because you're more capable than most. What do you mean? In other words, you expect more of yourself than most people do. When you put your bar for success so high, it's only natural it's going to be harder to surpass it. That's just reality. That makes it sound as if I've got barely any room for improvement. That's definitely not the case. It's going to be more difficult for you to make significant progress than before, but you've been overcoming that for a while. Last year you faced off against Prince Cedric and overcame many trials before that, but you weren't content to rest on your laurels. In the 6 months since, you've never stopped working to better yourself. I think you're the only one who can't see how much progress you've made. As your instructor, I know better than anyone just how much you've improved. So, have confidence in yourself, Kurt. Thank you, instructor. Of course, don't take that as me telling you to be content with how you are and to stop trying. I wouldn't dream of it. I have no intention of slowing my pace, at least not until I've surpassed you. Wow, sounds like I have a good reason to keep burying myself then. Well, I'm going to get going, but we have the Phoenix Wings to ourselves today. I'd recommend you take the chance to relax in the hot springs while you have it. That sounds wonderful. I might stay here a moment to collect my thoughts and then head over. People are already talking about my use of the auto speech. It's because I don't want to keep switching it on and off. I want to keep it on because the voice dialogue cutscenes. I just have to realize at which point the sentence is going to last longer than I've read it, which is generally any sentence that is 3 lines long. I need to press the X button, and other ones I don't. I'm learning, I'm adapting. Of course, before I've always managed to press X prompt, because I've always been slightly afraid that maybe the timings aren't being programmed correctly, and they've been left to the Japanese timings, the sentence might get cut off, I guess. Yeah, here is so fresh and the view is incomparable. The sky is so blue that it almost feels like I could dive straight into it. Well, I wouldn't recommend trying it. It's a long way down from up here. Suffice it to say I wasn't serious. I'm a swordsman, not a madman. It's just, Some of the timings are where I expect them to be, and some of them aren't. That's what I say. I can't just ride the cable car down the mountain on my own. Like, 1-line timings are set pretty good. 2 lines are acceptable, and 3 lines are way too long. Why is snow so white? Why is there hot water outdoors? Why? Tell me! Well, it's because this village is known for its hot springs. But why? Listen, weren't you about to go shopping? Oh, you're right. I'm doing Mummy's shopping for her today, so she doesn't have to. Be careful, alright? I will accompany you to the shop entrance. Mummy's shopping is a lot of hard work, so I'm doing it for her today. We need to get going right away. Phew, I'm glad I managed to get out of that one. But my worries aren't at an end yet. Lady Luna's shopping expedition isn't going to be easy. Right, next on the list, we got people everywhere. Ash Carbide. Sounds like a robot from Robot Wars every time. What are you up to over here, Ash? Nothing much, just wandering around. But man, there sure is a lot of snow left down this way. Well, we don't generally use this path, so there's no point in removing any of the snow that builds up here. It just stays until it melts. Guess it makes sense if you've got the cable car anyway. Something on your mind? Kinda. A while back, I heard someone talking about a sport you can basically only do on a snowy mountain. Just can't remember the name though. Snowboarding? That's the one! Heard something about using a special board to ride all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. I figure there's got to be enough snow here to do it, right? Though I'm thrilled that you're so interested in snowboarding. That would be a really bad idea. Why? Gonna tell me, ooh, Ash, most of the snow's already melted, you're gonna die a horrible death or something? Well, screw that. Life's no fun without a bit of risk. To be fair, you did hit most of what I was gonna say, but yeah, there's no chance I'll let you snowboard in this. Lame. If you really want to give snowboarding a try, though, you're more than welcome to come back here in the winter. I'll even teach you myself. I surpassed you in no time flat. I'd like to see you try. I'll have you know I'm at the top of the leaderboards for every course here. Definitely. Man, when you get hooked on something, you really do get hooked, huh? Don't forget, I'm from Raquel. I grew up gambling to put food on the table. There ain't a game I can't win. I'm not afraid to embarrass you on your own turf. Well, that sounds like a challenge to me. Can't wait to see who comes out on top. Just remember that you're not allowed to bet anything on the outcome unless we do it after you graduate. Bah, you and your damn rules. We can put a prize to get round it though, surely. You know, Crow and Randolph both know how to work a casino pretty well. Maybe one of these days we ought to see which of us four's men can bring in the biggest haul. You in? You know, why not? I can think of worse ways to blow off steam. Damn, for real? Never thought I'd see the day you'd come around to the dark side, Schwarzer. Guess pigs do fly sometimes. But only after you've graduated. No gambling for you until then, understand? I should have known you were still a hard ass at heart. I'm telling you, one of these days we need to find out which one of us is the best gambler. I mean, let's be real. We all know it's going to be me, but still. I mean, the poker game's harder now. No one ever uses this path down the mountain since the cable car was established. If we'd come a few months back, we could have gone snowboarding down here. So close, yet so far. Either way, there's no point in going any further down right now. Where's your sense of adventure, Rean? We're allowed in this private home. We're not allowed in the private homes in Crossbell anymore, though. So you're finally back, Rean? You're not with Elise? No, she's busy with things at school. Better make sure to support her like a good big brother. I know. I check in on her every day if I could, but you know how these things go. That's not really what I meant. Has there been any progress with Elise? Progress? She's only getting more beautiful with each passing day. If you're not careful, someone else might step in. True, I need to keep my eyes peeled for any pesky flies buzzing around her. Elise is so beautiful. I bet the guys never leave her alone. If you're not careful, they'll take her right out from under your nose. No. I'll chop off their legs first, most likely. Unfortunately, Elise did not get the desired effect. She did not win the war. We've got lots of guests today. Looks like there are visitors other than us, huh? Yeah, a family of nobles and a strange woman. The noble party is a family of 3 and their maid. Things are getting rowdy around here. The weird lady is here by herself and apparently wants to hike up into the mountains. She looks so happy about it. I can't imagine why. Ah, you're pretty observant, Kiki. Chalk it up to years of people watching. There's not much else to do around here, so I've gotten pretty good at noticing things. It was especially boring up until recently because we never had any customers. Thanks to this recent influx, my eyes and ears are peeled. I don't know what to do with myself. Is Luna going to be okay? There's nothing to worry about. She's only just went out to peruse the shops. But this is her first time going shopping on her own. Claire will be with her part of the way, right? I'm sure she'll be fine. You say that, but will she really be able to pick something nice out without me there? What if she forgets what to buy or pays too much or too little? I can't take this. You're such a worrywart, Helena. Luna, I hope you're okay. Maybe I should have gone with her. The Phoenix Wings where we're staying is lovely, but this pub is quite comfy as well. I suppose I'll enjoy some sweets while waiting for Luna to come home. Oh, I see them on the table. Or some dango. Nothing going on up here then? I mean, there would be a mark to tell me there was an event. Or a jukebox or anything. Where can I put my 10 mirror coins? Yo, Rean, when did you get back? Just today, actually. Already hitting the source marks. It's the middle of the day. What a bright and clear day it is. It's been nothing but snow up until last week. Thankfully, it's mostly melted now. How many balls is that? We got a drink up as a treat for getting through the whole freezing ordeal. It kind of feels like you just keep coming up with ways to excuse your constant drinking. Hey, how about sharing a bottle with me? Not really a fan of day drinking myself. 3 bottles. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. I'll treat you to a round to celebrate your homecoming. To a round, yeah, sure. Well, look who's back. Glad to see you're doing well, Rean. Likewise, you're in as good a mood as ever, Gerald. Like, see why? You've got quite a few customers for this time of the year. Yeah, right after the war ended, hardly anyone was coming in. Looks like things are finally getting back to normal. Since tensions between the neighboring nations have calmed down a bit, we're getting even more guests than usual. Nothing beats times of peace. You've got that right. Now then, since you're here and all, how about I teach you one of our recipes? I mean, one of your secret dishes. Are you sure about this, Gerald? Of course, you all use recipe books too, right? If you jot down one of my specials, you'll be able to prepare it whenever you want. Yeah, help yourself. A recipe for one of my specials and the ingredients to whip it up. Tricolor onigiri. Recipe and 3 sets of ingredients for it. Nice. The ingredients as well. Really, this is much too kind. I don't get to see you as often as I'd like, so let me at least do this much. I know you're keeping plenty busy out there, but take care of yourself. Make sure you're eating right. Of course, I'll take that to heart. Well, time to gamble and seeing who's got the thing. Who will win? In any case, I'm just thrilled to see you're doing well. We're doing fine as ever, as you can see. Kick back and stay a while if you like. Our only guest at the moment is a young lady from Crossbell, where folks from the Phoenix Wings have been popping in too. Yeah, not that I'm complaining about the peace and quiet. Guess there's nothing I could buy then, considering you already gave me the recipe for absolute free. Cures ailments. 200 EP worth as well. And it suddenly occurred to me, I was wondering if I could see chapter 1 and 2, but obviously not. They are very much separate. Right, I thought you gave me 3 sets of ingredients. That distinctly looks like 1 set of ingredients to me. I think they lied. It's either Muse or Rean then. Well, it's a Japanese thing, but we know that Muse does tea ceremonies. My god, that was hell.
Let's do this. Thanks for waiting.
No, maybe not, but maybe we just didn't get lucky. The logic is that onigiri is Japanese and Rean is a weeb. Why is it just because he has a katana? I actually look at, okay. Rean may be taking part in Eastern martial arts and has a katana, right? But that's not the point. Ryuse's literally dressing up and doing tea ceremonies. That's next level, I feel. Knows all the rules. Oh, well, there's the church. Let's go to the hot spring. Master Rean, so good to see you. Sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was just a little preoccupied. It's good to see you too. Is something bothering you? Oh, it's not a big deal, really. It's just, well, a customer of the Phoenix Wings confessed to me the other day. What? As in romantically? That's right. He asked if I would be willing to date him. At the end of last year, a noble who came in to recuperate after the war proposed to me too. It's happened so many times lately, it's started to wear me down a little. She's a kind, pretty woman, so I understand why she'd be popular, but that's a lot of pressure to deal with on a regular basis. And if she were to accept, the purple I've known all my life would actually leave Ymir. Passage of time is a scary thing. Few of my students have continued to send me letters, but I'm honestly not sure how to respond to them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be boring you with my problems like this. I'll work this out eventually, so please don't worry about me. No such thing as actual dating. I can't wait to relax in the springs, but I should see what the others are up to first. Hope they're enjoying themselves. Nah! Well, that cuts down the patrol a little bit. Nice to see you, Rean. Welcome back. It's been, what, 6 months since I last saw you? Gosh, you're right. It's good to see you, sister. Did Elise come home with you by any chance? No, not this time, unfortunately. I'm actually here on Four's business. I wish you could see my sister, but I did bring my students along with me for what it's worth. Did you? That's wonderful. What's so funny? Oh, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how great it is that little Rean has grown up to be a teacher with a flock of his own. Well, when you put it like that, now I feel sheepish. I'm so grateful for everything you did. I can only hope I do you proud, sister. Oh, that reminds me. Would you be willing to conduct a Sunday school class for the children sometime? I'm sure they would all love to learn from you. She wants me to come in for Sunday school, huh? That reminds me of a similar request I did before. Sure, I'd love to teach them something. I'll let you know if I have time for it. I'll teach you running away from Muse or something, I don't know. Great, no rush whatsoever. Whatever day works for you will be just perfect. I can't wait to see what wisdom you impart to the young ones. I still can't believe you're a teacher yourself these days. It's wonderful to see little Rean all grown up with a flock of his own to shepherd now. Miss me with any quizzes? Doesn't matter if I get them right. It's the tension during them I don't like. Rean, I didn't realize you were back home. Even all the way up here, we've heard all about your exploits. Everyone in the village is impressed and proud of you. You're too kind, father. Though, to be honest, I wouldn't call what I did all that impressive. The war may have ended quickly, but it's left deep scars. There's still a lot of difficult work for the Empire to do. Perhaps, but even in just a few short months, Erebonia's recovery has made remarkable progress. Economic activity has resumed after stagnating, and bilateral relations with our neighbors have reawakened. Why, I've heard some places are even doing better than they were before the war thanks to the disarmament. What we are seeing is a taste of peace, peace that the people deeply desired. That's not nothing, Rean, and must be cherished. You're right, father. Thanks for putting it all in perspective. I needed that. Try as we might, we cannot ask to have everything back that we lost from the war. Be that as it may, people are trying to move forward and earnestly get on with their day-to-day living. What we're seeing now is a taste of peace, something we must all do to best our cherished and not take for granted. No one in the church today at all. I mean, I guess it's rarely. Don't worry in the chat, I'm always diligent at reading my books. After all, it only takes you 1 or 2 Trails games to realize, oh, they show up in the future. This is relevant to the future, maybe. It's more the, how many books are there that aren't relevant versus how many books there are that are relevant. That's always the real question we have. It's Chiruru. It's no small journey to hear from Crossbell, so I need to make the most of my trip. My number one goal is crossing the Isengard Range, I think. That's a huge goal for an out-of-towner. She must really be sure of herself. I just hope I don't get stranded for more than 3 days on the way across. I'm not in a hurry to get stuck for more than 10 again. Yeesh. Or maybe not. Either way, she's a tough one, I'll give her that. More than 10 again. I actually saw a blue-haired woman going in and out of this path a while ago. Maybe it's more popular than I thought. Either way, it's time for me to begin my trek. Once I check that I've got everything with me, of course. Still annoyed they changed her name for no apparent reason. Hey. People change their names, right? Like, real. I changed my last name. It's east of the valley, but I've got no reason to go there right now. People are allowed... Yeah, so... It's more realistic that at least one person's changed their name. Surely. Have we already done the patrol? What? We're already done? I guess it's not that much of a whole place, is it? I know Muse and Ortina are left. They're my last stop after all, but... That was weird. Yes, not doing a whole Crossbell patrol, but doing a small place. Now what's next, then? Maybe we do multiple patrols. Ha ha ha, they got us. Enjoying the footbath, you two? We certainly are. It must be wonderful having a place like this in the middle of your village. It's one of Ymir's biggest selling points, to be sure. If you don't mind, I think I might join you. Aha, this really warms you up. Truly does. I can feel all my fatigue just fading away too. It's strange how effective it is, given how little of your body is actually inside of it. So, what were the two of you talking about before I came over? You, actually. Yes, come on, Rean. Me? Specifically, we were talking about that power of yours. The curse's influence completely disappeared as a result of the final rivalry. But your specific power still remains, correct? Ooh. Yeah, the seed that originally gave it to me is gone. But the power itself was developed to the point where it's essentially its own thing now. Oh, but there's no need to worry. I've got it largely under control now. Largely implies that there's still the possibility you may lose control of it. I can't deny that, but I'm devoting myself to making sure it doesn't happen. It isn't that we don't trust you. We simply don't trust your unfortunate habit of choosing to sacrifice yourself at the drop of a hat. I heard that the first time you lost control of your power was here in Ymir, because you were trying to protect Elise from a ferocious monster on the path behind the village. Found out about that, huh? Still, I'm afraid that's just who I am. I can't promise that I won't endanger myself for those I care about again, and Elise isn't the only one that's true for. Your perspective is logical in theory, but those who make such sacrifices don't understand just how painful they can be for those they mean to protect. Especially when they leave you completely alone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Besides, she came back in the end, so I had plenty of time to punish her for what she did. I'm sure you mean thank her for what she said? Yeah, sure, what? Incorrect.
Anyway, I want you to keep watching over me, Instructor. There's still so much I have to learn from you, so I won't let you just disappear. I won't let you leave me.
I won't leave you. Don't worry. Oh, and on a not entirely similar note, when will we be going on the dates you promised me, Instructor? Wait, what date? This is the first time hearing of it. It's because I never promised anything like that. I can't believe you would simply forget. You agreed to it before our exams last month. It's almost time for the end of term exams. It's been a wild year, but I want each of you to prepare properly so you can show off the results of all your hard work. You in particular, Muse. There's no need to hide your talents anymore. I want you to give this everything you've got. Instructor, that's a tough ask. But if you promise to give me a reward, I might be able to make that happen. You really are a handful, but let's see. If you manage to take the #1 spot on the combined rankings with the main campus, I'll happily treat you to a meal. She's right. Sure enough, she placed at the top of the rankings without breaking a sweat. Ada must have been furious at placing second. What can I say? Love triumphs overall.
So, I did what I promised I would. Instructor, don't you think I deserve a word of praise for my accomplishments?
Can't argue with that. Your motives are worth a raised eyebrow, but you did really well. So, well done, Muse. I'm proud of you.
You have no idea how it makes me feel to hear you say that.
And I suppose a promise is a promise. When we're done here in Ymir, I'll take time for us to go on our meal. Is that acceptable? Hey, I can hardly wait to spend a whole day with you and get dinner at the end. You're pretending to mishear me on purpose, aren't you? Those exams were a small price to pay to go on a date with the man of my dreams. I can place in any position you desire. Oh, from the top again, all the way down to the bottom. You could deliberately rank bottom? Well, that would factor into that one, so I would have to say bottom 3 to be certain. It's like competing against someone playing by entirely different rules. Coming in here has gotten rid of my physical fatigue, but my mental fatigue has really jumped up to take its place. I think I'm gonna get out. What about you two? We'll stay in here a little longer. We still have the issue of your obsession with your sister to discuss. Now I'm really leaving. That's long past, guys.
I've gotten so used to spring everywhere else that the cold here's got me feeling like it's still winter. Think I might take that advice I gave to Kurt and soak in the hot spring.
We gotta soak in the hot spring again, even though I literally just got in. That one looked really weird. I just got in, got out, got in again. With Muse's eyes when she said about the rankings, it looked like an innuendo, but wasn't. Also, that typo really threw me. It's hard because a lot of the time I read it as read it as it's coming up, but I can auto-correct what it means, and I could not get what the sentence actually meant at that moment. I was just like, what is this supposed to be in the end? Do you know what I mean? I just couldn't get it. Ah, we're going back up there. Well, I can go back in straight away. Yeah, let's just look weird in front of them. I'm just going to sit in here again. You'll be fine with that. I just got down. I got up from one side, sit next to Muse, and got up and sat down next to old Tina, just closed my eyes and looked weird. Okay, we can get out now. Get out! Rean, this is too long. I don't want to stare at your legs that long. Rean, your legs aren't hairy at all. Well, BP's max though. Fully charged your salt gauge. I guess that was a good thing. Cut, we're going to the hot spring now. Come on. Come on. I've already said this, but still. Off we go then. Sam's jealous of Rean's legs. He shaves. It's weird, but I wouldn't want shaved legs. I don't know. I wouldn't want to have to go through it all the time to keep it like that, you know what I mean? Stop exploring the village and take a dip in the hot springs? Sure. Nothing bad can happen, right? There's no sheep in there, surely.